What's going on, guys? Back with another Wizards video. Now, yesterday the Wizards had their media day. It was eventful, opinionated, controversial, also a mess, in my opinion. Um, ugh. So let's get right into it, man. I'm not going to go over every single comment by every single player. I'm just going to hit on some notable things, some notable quotes from some other different guys, but I'm not going to get to every single player and every single quote. That's just going to make this video way too long. But let's start off with Bradley Beal. That's what we all here for. That was the biggest of the news yesterday coming out of Wizards Media Day. So Bradley Beal's response on if he's vaccinated or not. He said, "I'm not vaccinated for personal reasons." Also, Bradley Beal, and I quote, "I don't feel pressure to get vaccinated. I don't think you can pressure anybody into doing things or putting things in their body." And this was probably the most controversial thing he said that got the most reaction out of Twitter. He said, "I would ask a question to those who are getting vaccinated. Why are you still getting COVID?" And that's kind of the quote that, set a lot of people off. I just think the situation was handled poorly. A simple, "that's personal," in my opinion, would have been fine. Yeah, you probably would have got beat up for it, but I think it would have been less. It wouldn't have been as worse for Brad online if he wasn't doing the whole, combative. "So why are we still getting COVID? Oh, I got it," and blah 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 blah, blase blase. The vaccine isn't a cure, so yes, it's possible that you could still get it. It's the difference between a vaccine and a cure. It's a strict difference between the two. Nobody said you weren't going to be able to get it and or spread it. It's just for your, personal protection. It improves your chances of just survival and a bunch of different things. And I'm not here to push nothing, etc. I do sports. I cover basketball. But that kind of got him beat up online. And Bradley Beal also said you can still get COVID and still pass it along and get vaccinated. So he also said, "Yes, I had it. I could get it again. There's still a possibility, vaccinated or not." And a lot of people were bringing this point up about that he had to leave the Olympic team because of COVID reasons. And also he confirmed that he did not receive a gold medal for his participation with Team USA. It's just crazy hearing the different reasons for people getting vaccinated, for people not getting vaccinated. Like Damian Lillard and stuff, and other players say, like Montrezl Harrell, who I'll talk about later, like they say they got it more because they got kids, they got a grandmother, etc., who they don't want to give it to. And then you got, the Bradley Beals, Andrew Wiggins, the Kyrie Irvings, who feel like, "I don't need it. Why should I get it? You can still spread it. You can still get it, etc. Blah, 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 blah." It's just, I don't know. It's just crazy the different sides of the fences that people fall on. Bradley Beal also said, "I don't think it will be the vaccine issue being a distraction." He said, "I don't think it will be. We're going to play basketball and do that at the highest level. We have protocols and things in place to make sure we're taken care of and tested regularly." Bradley Beal also said, I have people very close to me that are vaccinated, parents, brothers, etc. I understand both sides. Some people have bad reactions to the vaccine. Nobody wants to talk about that." You guys could talk amongst yourselves about that. I'm not here to argue for or for not about the vaccine. That's not what I'm here to do. I just want to cover media day. So, Going on to basketball related things. On the Russell Westbrook topic that released before the Wizards media day started, that reported that Russell Westbrook tried to get Bradley Beal to leave DC. That caused a little bit of a stir as well. Bradley Beal said on those reports, "This happens every year. Players are going to talk. I wasn't in the same headspace that he was out. We had great conversations leading up to it. I'm happy for him. We had good convos." I mean, Russell Westbrook's wife said on Instagram that that report was lies. From what Bradley Beal said, it seems like there's some truth to it, and they had conversations, etc. You know, and he supports Russell in his decision when he wanted to leave. He just didn't want to go with him. Bradley Beal also said he's working on shooting deeper threes. He also said it feels good to have the pieces we need to compete on a nightly basis and win games. Which is true. I've spoken about the Wizards roster before. They have a lot of depth. Now, that was Bradley Beal and all that hubbub. And then we have Kyle Kuzma, who had his own little thing of controversy. You know, it was bad in its own way. You know, not bad for the same reasons as Bradley Beal bad. So when Kyle Kuzma was asked if he was vaccinated, Kyle Kuzma said it's personal, which is fine in my opinion. I think it's extremely okay to say it's personal. Now, everybody's going to assume that you are vaccinated because people who are vaccinated just say, yeah, I'm vaccinated. So, he said it's personal, which I'm completely fine with. He says certain things in health should be personal, especially us as athletes and the platform we have. I believe certain things should always be kept in-house. And in my opinion, none of those are big issue statements right there. Now, what he did was get on his Twitter account, and that's kind of where it went downhill for him. Kyle Kuzma got on Twitter and he said, "So when did following HIPAA rules correlate to being anti-vaccinated?" Which is incorrect. The incorrect way, you know, HIPAA, to use HIPAA, etc. Those two things don't correlate. You can still be asked if you're vaccinated. That's not a violation of HIPAA, etc. He's not using that term correctly. I've never thought I'd see the day where HIPAA was used so much. Like, I feel like HIPAA's like turned into the new term like gaslighting. I feel like people say gaslighting all the time now. And HIPAA is becoming the new gaslighting. People were just saying the word just to say the word. So that was bad. That kind of got him beat up online. And that was Kyle Kuzma, little controversy. Spencer Dinwiddie, he said no controversy over here. He is vaccinated, so no controversy to speak about with that. He also said, in basketball related news, he also said that he hopes to play in the preseason, that it's up to the coaching staff. And that's pretty much all the notable news on him. Montrezl Harrell spoke on why he got the vaccine. As you know, as you can see, this media day, majority of the news was just basically on what's your vaccination status, with like a little bit of basketball in between here and there. Montrezl Harrell, he said, "I got vaccinated throughout the season last year. I can't tell nobody that they're supposed to or not. I got vaccinated because I got 2 kids and an aunt who's on dialysis. I got to protect the people around me." So like I said before, everybody has their own reasons as to why and or why not they're vaccinated. Everybody's reason is different. But that was pretty much the most notable thing on Montrezl Harrell. Denny Avdia, his most notable thing, he said he used, they said he used a portion of his availability to thank Russell Westbrook for helping improve his mental toughness, which, you know, is one of the impacts that Russell Westbrook has left on the Wizards. He was definitely, in my opinion, he was a good leader, and I think he helped a lot of the young guys, Rui Hachimura, Denny Avdia. I think that there definitely could be a leadership void, you know, with Russell Westbrook leaving that needs to be filled. Naturally, you will assume that it should be filled by Bradley Beal, but who knows? You know, we'll see. We'll see who fills and steps into that natural leadership role now that Russ is gone. Speaking on Contavious Caldwell Pope, he was asked what he can bring from the Lakers championship mentality. He listed some reasons, which was mainly defensive, and he said also having LeBron and AD helped on his team. Having them on his team helped, which is very true. That definitely helps. And speaking of Rui Hachimura, he basically took some time away from the team for mental health reasons. And for all the controversies surrounding the Wizards, man, what a time to take it, Rui. But in all seriousness, I hope Rui feels better. I hope Rui Hachimura gets better mentally and he can rejoin the team and have himself a good third year for himself. But all in all, I mean, that was pretty much all the notable, like really, really notable things with the Wizards Media Day. It was crazy. It was hectic. Like, as far as basketball quotes, everything was pretty clear cut. Everything was pretty simple. You know, wasn't nothing crazy said. It was just a real big day for, like, the vaccine talk. And that really, in my opinion, like, overshadowed anything else as far as basketball. So, I don't know, man. What do y'all think about it? What do y'all think about what Brad said? What do y'all think about what Kuzma said? What do you guys think about the season in general, or any other comments that players said that I didn't bring up in this video? How do you guys feel about it? Let me know in the comment section. If you support the video, please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.